Oh, hi there. Name's Tom Bucklehorn. I'm vegan. Nice to meet you. I was once studied by scientists. They found that I was purer than crystals. And they had me wash my hands to see what would happen, and they found that the water became cleaner as it grazed upon me. So I'm just gonna help 10 people if you don't mind. Hey, my man, been plant-based for 4 years, just getting some severe anxiety and DPDR. What the hell is that? Depressed penis detracting reverse. I hate when that. Yeah, I get that. The craving for meat has been strong. Body intelligence is enough to know there's something lacking. I'm dead against eating flesh, but I wonder if at some point do a meat cycle for a short time. If you can fast and cleanse the body each time, then what's the difference of eating good quality meat here and there? Love to hear your thoughts. You wouldn't be a pure vegan then. You would lose that glowing aura that some people can see it. I've been told. No, I haven't. Look, here's the reality. Meat's not gonna fix you. You might even eat a piece and you'll feel a boost. You'll be like, oh, it was the lack of meat. You're just getting a boost of hormones. Anxiety is connected to the adrenal glands. You're weak. You're a sissy bitch. You're used to eating meat hormones. It takes a while. Could take up to 6 months maybe to redevelop a way to make them yourself. The adrenal hormones of life. I don't see meat as a healing food, and I'm not saying that as a vegan with an agenda here. I'm just saying, I've done it, and it didn't heal a damn thing. It's a boost. I was doing the medical medium path for like 11 months or 10 months, and I would have fish once a week, and it was a boost. But just if you get off it cold turkey and just run into the forest, you'll overcome your body's needs for other people's hormones. You'll make them yourself. So anxiety, just start breathing deep. What are you so afraid of? Water? Is that it? Have you ever got your blood test done while eating fruitarian? Yes, many times. Curious about the cholesterol, triglycerides? They were always fantastic. I have them all saved here. It's been a long time since I've tested them. 2019. I have to redo these because some of them are the Canadian numbers, some are American. It's like, oh, which is which? But cholesterol was always quite low, 4.88, then 398, 3.3, 4 point, until I did carnivore, it jumped up to 7.45. Oh boy, and the triglycerides have always been under 100 as a vegan, mostly high fruit too. Pretty fantastic. They were lower on carnivore, but chasing these numbers is where people get obsessed. It's like, how do you know what this means? Like, that's fasting triglycerides. Try measuring your triglycerides after a carnivore meal. 1 hour after, it's gonna spike through the roof. Like, holy shit, oh, there's fat in my blood. Like, do these numbers really matter? Also, what worries me is your liver health. I would like to know who is correct. Fatty liver caused by meat and fat or fructose? This is where usually I would laugh you out of the building and say like, dude, it's fruit. It's an apple. How could it harm your liver? But I've been testing some stuff lately because I'm sick of like, I'm always breaking out. I got frickin' vegan herpes all the time. And I'm like, why? Why me? The thing I'm always wondering is, am I detoxing toxins out of my face? I'm eating lots of cleansing fruit and it's pushing bad things out of my face. Or am I just eating too much sugar? So I upped the dates lately. I've been eating a meal of dates at night. I measure them, I weigh them. I've been eating like 1,200, 1,300 calories of sugar at night. And my skin's getting worse and worse in the liver area. So I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't know if you push it. If you really push that fruit. I mean, Eli just showed a what I eat in a day thing with Jillian Berry, and I was like, I eat 4 times what he eats, and he's 3 times the size of me. I don't like the math on that. So can you overeat fruit and probably damage your liver with too much fructose? Maybe. Probably. I'm doing it now. But rather than say fruit causes fatty liver, overeating anything can cause fatty liver. Maybe not vegetables, but overeating any calorie dense thing beyond what you need, because I have this I don't want to get too skinny. So I've been eating a lot. And I don't know, man. The clearest skin I ever had, I was high-fat vegan and really skinny. I was like obviously under eating. It was 1 meal a day, salads. And I was like, yeah, that's probably why I had great skin. I was eating hardly anything. You overeat, you overburden. I don't like those odds. Casey, you should do a video on what your CRP has been over the years throughout your different diets and cleanses, assuming you've consistently had it checked. Where has it been? Lowest and highest. I've tested it a couple times. There's something fishy with that number. But the first time I tested it was on that high-fat vegan diet, and it was 7.38. It should be under 1. And that's what shocked me, and I was like, I should stop this perfect diet that I was on, the best diet ever. And just seeing these numbers, I was like, oh, LDL is a little high, oh no. So then I go on Carnivore, get it tested, it went down, but barely. It was still sky high, 6.2. When I did medical medium, 0.7. Vegan as heck, with a tiny little bit of fish meat, little fish nudges. I don't know. So, like, does that matter? I've heard, like, there's a study on dry fasting, and it says CRP goes up during dry fasting, but, like, everything else improves. So, like, so what if you're a little more inflamed for a bit as your body's burning your own fat for water, and then you get better? Are these numbers, I don't know, there's something off with it, because you eat the nastiest diet and it's like, my CRP's low. Yes, I'm healthy. Are you? I don't know, man, you're tricking the numbers. Do you feel good? That's the key. So let me get this straight. Fat and protein cause diabetes. Please show me the insulin-resistant Eskimos. Next. Just give them 1 meal of sugar and you'll watch it. Spike, what's happening to our tribe? Oh, God, what is this? We're so insulin resistant. Ow. It won't leave our blood. Oh, the blubber and the seal fat. Just give them, like, their whole culture now has diabetes because they've been introduced to this new stuff that we make, all breads and cookies. Look, here's cake. Have you ever seen that up here? It's cold. Here, have a slice. And then they're still eating their seal meat and the blubber from the whales. And then it's like, oh, and the cake. And what's happened? I'm tired. Why do my kidneys hurt? Oh, should I chop off my leg? Should I? They're going to have it like anyone else. Animal protein and fat causes insulin resistance. And then if you eat high sugar, that's a blood test I wouldn't want to see. When would a dry fast not be good? Probably always, but if we're erring on the side of caution here, just be careful with that one. You want to hydrate pretty hard going into those. If you're dehydrated or something, like you're known you're thirsty all the time, maybe I should try a dry fast. Like, probably not. I would say if you have like severe kidney disease, you might want to approach with caution on that one. If you're constipated as hell, it's going to further dry it up. So do an enema first. But it's a scary one. Also, if you're underweight and just like you feel malnourished and you're just like so tired and skinny and anorexic, and it's like dry fasting, probably not for you. It's for like people who have some robustness but chronic issues that aren't going away. Then you dry fast, I think. It might kill you. Vegetable police, you don't eat meat but yet eat the meat's food source. Laugh out loud. And he's face palming as if that was like a good valid point. Oh man, this is what I have to deal with. It's called abundance. This world was designed for humans and animals to frolic freely, sampling whatever they want. Hey cow, you like grass? I don't. Eat it all. You have it all. I don't eat grass. I don't eat grains, corn and soy. Like, that's what these animals are fed, even if there wasn't the abundance that there is. I don't eat animal food sources. Like, you think my oranges or something. Oh no, all the fruit bats, they just dropped. Oh, damn it. There's only one orange tree here. There's like 700 million orange trees. I don't even like oranges. Most of us like our separate fruits. I'm a cantaloupe man. You might be a watermelon girl. We go, there's abundance, enough for all, animals and humans. I don't know if the stuff you're doing right now is legit, but it's definitely not natural anymore. No human would ever just not drink water for days. Except every sick human refuses food and water. Like, they're just like, oh, no, I can't, I'm sick. Oh. And they're like, well, at least drink water, you gotta hydrate. It's like, no, don't touch me. Everybody knows. You just like, stop. All animals in nature, they're doing it. What do you think they do? They just lay down in the forest. They don't, someone bring me a cup of water here. Oh, I'm gonna go down to the creek and risk a lion attack. I'm just gonna stop and let nature do its best job on my body. Dry fasting. Can't believe you've added rice back into the mix. Thumbs down. Keep up. I moved past that. I switched diets so fast that your comment dated itself. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for you, not for me. We've moved on past the rice. And why are you judging people for eating rice, you freak? There's people like killing themselves with McDonald's every day. And you're like, rice? You're so pure. With like, what do you eat? Just lettuce and twigs? Let's be love sometimes. Where's the love? Whenever I catch myself judging someone for what they eat, I look at my face and I say, oh, you have herpes. Slow your roll. They're healthier. So just stop judging them. You have herpes. You're talking about eradicating parasites by dry fasting, but the definition of a parasite is an organism which feeds on the host and needs the host to survive and is detrimental to the host. Symbiotes are also reliant on the host to survive. Symbiotes are your good bacteria in your gut. They need you, but they benefit you. What do you think a dry fast is doing to your symbiotes? You think you're starving your parasites? Are you killing your symbiotes as well? It's an intriguing question, but the symbiotes, friendly bacteria, those come back quickly. They're in the fruits and vegetables. They're on the skin. As soon as, like, it just comes from within. Like, fruit flies are in the thing. It's already there. And it's like, as soon as you start eating again, it's like, okay, a little bit, and they grow. All your good guys come back, whereas the parasite, they're not coming back. You killed it off. Parasites aren't in apples unless there's like a meat farm up north and then the stream of water comes down, poo water. That could happen, but for the most part, you kill the bad guys. The good guys come back, and better when there's less competition. So, and take probiotics when you're done. So it's like you just attack it at all fields. Kill the bad guys, eat the good fruits and veggies, add some probiotics. You repopulate. Also, if you're constantly hydrating and drying and gaining weight and losing it, to take the example, a plank of wood, it cracks faster. We're not wood. We're not a plank of wood. I'm not going to crack. Black don't crack. I'm white. Oh, that sucks. Dry and wet again. Oh, God. Stress is good sometimes. It's called hermetic stress. When you fast, it's a stressor on the body. It's like, oh no, we have no food. And then you're like producing hormones and like your adrenaline goes up and it's like, oh no, it's actually a beneficial thing. Most people heal things on fasting. Hormetic stress, look it up. People are trying to stress themselves out. It's just the chronic worrying that kills us all. All right, last question here. B12, iodine. Sure, Norian seaweed has it, but is it enough? Yes. Vitamin D. Being vegan means that you accept you're going to be on supplements your whole life. We've been over it so many times. B12 is in the soil. If you would just pick it and live naturally, you would have it. We also produce it. Some people, B12 goes up during a water fast. It's not a thing. I'd take it just in case. Not everybody takes it. Doug Graham doesn't take it. He's still alive. Lauren Lockman, he don't take it. There's a ton of people not taking it. I'm not going to rely on some hippies in the woods to say, you could make it. Just trust us. I'm going to take some occasionally. So it's like, that's the one thing I take. When I was carnivore, I was taking things too. Like, who cares? They can help you. Like, my mom's not feeling great. She eats a lot of meat and some plants. She's omnivore. I gave her some supplements. My girlfriend had this like vitamin C blend, and I gave her a bottle of astaxanthin because she has all this inflammation and stuff, and she feels so much better just a couple days on those. It's like, who cares? Supplements can help you, or not. When it comes to vitamin D, that's from the sun. We don't need to get it from the diet. If you remember, when I was carnivore, I came back from Thailand, I was deathly deficient in vitamin D just after a few months of living in the tropics, and I'm eating nothing but meat. Vitamin D is very poorly digested from the diet, so it's not going to save you. If you want vitamin D, you either live near the sun, I do suggest that, by the way, or supplement, or go to the tanning beds if you want to age your face. That's fun times. I'm taking astaxanthin right now. That's in fruits and vegetables. It's also in salmon, but you would have to eat like 50 fillets a day or something to get the amount I'm taking, and it's just like this free radical scavenger. Let's see what happens. I'm a guru. I've helped you. I'm still sick myself, but my knowledge is clear and obvious. And thank you for watching and thumbing up the video today. You could thumb the video down if you're making a salad, and it consists of bile ducts of a pampas. Just because they're green doesn't mean it gives you the benefits that dark leafy greens might. Color is not always the same amongst the animal kingdom. They bleed red. I'd rather have beets. Beets don't have to die. They do die as soon as you pick them and the plant suffers, but you're vegan now. Congratulations. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next.